Marvel Rivals is one of the most unique games in gaming history. Not only does it launch with 33 different characters, which means 33 different ways to play the game, but it's also a hero shooter, which are notoriously hard games the higher rank you get. I mean, Overwatch Top 500 at this point is like ridiculous. With Marvel Rivals being about 2 weeks into its lifespan, it's shaping up to be a very similar story. This game is going to be a difficult to play game, and it's going to have a lot of skill expression. So what that means is you probably are here for one reason and one reason only. You just got ass stomped, you just got destroyed in a ranked game that you tried very hard to win. Trust me, I've been there, you've been there, we've all been there. And sometimes it can just be very helpful to get a couple reminders on how to play these games right, how to not die, how to play optimally, all that good jazz. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you how to not suck at Marvel Rivals, how to lock in, how to get more kills, how to stop dying, how to just be a much better character, get MVPs way more often, and just lock in. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big Flound. I make Marvel Rivals content. If you enjoyed today's video, please do me a huge favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All that good jazz helps my channel out tremendously. Also, I stream this game pretty frequently on my Twitch channel, so if you want to see me go live, go ahead and follow me in the description below. Thank you so much, and on with the video. Enjoy. Starting things off with, I think, the most important tip in the entire game, and that is to understand how to stay as safe as possible as you can with your character, while also getting as much value as possible. What I mean by this is I want you to make sure that every time you're using one of your cooldowns, it actually has some value to it. Now, this is easier said than done, obviously. It's going to be really impossible to do that, but you should be thinking about using your abilities. Don't just throw them out there because you know this combo and you auto do this combo every time you see an enemy. You should be constantly thinking and playing with purpose. For example, let's say I see a Luna Snow here. I'm playing Spider-Man. I could dive in on her. Well, let's say there's some different situations going on. I know she has her freeze up. I know she has ult. I'm like on 125 health. I don't have a healer alive. There's some things that could make me not want to dive her. But a lot of Spider-Man players would just, oh, healer, dive, blah, blah, and then just get killed anyway. This tip is especially important for characters who aren't very mobile. Like a character like Iron Fist, you would think he's very mobile, but all he really has is these triple jumps, which is decent, and this dash. But if you get rid of those things while trying to, flank the support, you're going to end up dying very easily. I see so many Iron Fist players go do an entire flank around, take like 30 seconds where they could just be in a team fight, go behind their support all the way back here, dash in on them, punch them like 3 times, and then just get flanked and destroyed by the enemy team. If you do that, I can promise you right now, you're the reason that you're losing games. What you need to be understanding is that is not a safe way to play a character like that. You should be using your cooldowns. At least if you're a dive character, you should have an escape cooldown at all times. You should save your dash or all 3 triple jumps or something to get out of there. In a hero shooter, the most important thing in the entire game is staying alive and staying on the objective. The amount of objective time that you have is really what determines you winning or not. There's so many different ideas. Oh, you gotta get a lot of kills. You gotta get a lot of damage. No, you need to get on the objective. These are objective-based games. And if you're dead, you can't get on the objective. It's really truthfully as simple as that. So prioritize staying alive, staying safe, while still doing damage. What I don't want you to do with this tip is say, oh, Big Flounder said don't die, so I'm just gonna play like a pussy all game. No, I want you to still use your character. If you're a dive character, still dive. But my point being, if you're diving, let's say I use one of these, at least save one of your cooldowns to get out of there. You want to use your triple jumps. You want to use something because you don't want to just feed and feed and feed. That is how games get lost. If you have like 10 deaths in a game, you are the problem. You need to understand that and you need to work on it. I get having bad healers, it happens every now and then, but truth be told, if you're not dashing to your healer's line of sight, if you're not running back to your healers often, if you're not getting healed, quote unquote, that could be your fault. The best way to get heals in this game, by far, is to jump right in front of your healer so they have no other choice. And sometimes in solo queue, that's just what you gotta do. So if you're dying often, try to fix that before you fix anything, and your gameplay will improve tenfold. Our next tip is actually about the hero pool. This game, like I said earlier, has a lot of characters and it just launched. There's only gonna be more and more characters that get added to this game over time. So it's important for you to realize, what characters do I like to play, and pick 2 or 3 of them and just main those characters. Me personally, when I'm in quick play, I'll play whoever. I'll play some Venom if I'm feeling Venom. I'll play Thor, Punisher. I'll play whoever. But when I'm in online, when I'm playing ranked, I have 3 characters and 3 characters only that I play. I play Wolverine, Moon Knight, and Hulk. These are the 3 characters that I play and I play only. Why? Because this game is hard. These characters are intricate and there's a lot to learn. If you spend your entire ranked game just switching and switching and switching, not only are you going to never have ult, but you're going to not know what you're doing. These characters, even though they might seem a bit simple, all have nuances to them that make them very complex. Even the easier ones like Iron Man can really have some gimmicks to them in positioning things that make them complex. So don't underestimate how difficult this game can be, and make it easier for yourself by picking a couple of mains. I also think it's a very good idea. One of those mains should either be a tank or a support, and in the future I think that everybody should main a support. Support is the most important role in the game, and if you're not getting tanks or supports, you're playing DPS every game, and you're the one complaining that I'm not getting any tanks or supports, you're ruining the game for other people. It's time for you to learn some other roles, learn how to tank, at least tank or support, and help other people, because those people want to play attack too. If you're a DPS player who really enjoys just DPSing the hell out of your opponents, I would recommend learning Doctor Strange or Magneto for tank, and either Mantis or Cloak and Dagger for support. These guys have a lot of damage output, and they're a whole lot of fun. And once you've picked those 3 characters that you want to play in ranked, you don't ever divulge from them. You only play those 3. If someone's picked all 3 of your characters on the team, then maybe you might have to pick someone else. But usually you're going to have to pick one of these 3 characters. Now, go into practice, watch some guys on YouTube, understand how to play this character to a T, and don't go into ranked until you feel as if you're very confident on these characters. Like I said, these characters have nuances, and the more that you learn about them, the better you're going to perform. Tip number 3 is potentially one of the most important tips in the entire game, and it has to do with ultimates. Ultimates can win any team fight, even a character like Hulk. People for some reason think that Hulk's ult is bad. If I have an ult and I'm in a team fight, we win that team fight. It's as simple as that. It doesn't even really matter who I'm playing except for like Black Widow. My ult will change the team fight. This is just how hero shooters work. Ultimates are the game. If you can figure out ult cooldowns and start to understand and predict which enemies has their ult, I promise you are going to excel in this game. Because let's say that you know for a fact that a Luna Snow has her ult. I'm playing Hulk, so usually as Hulk, I'd want to dive a Luna Snow. But if I know she has her ult, I know that she has basically 12 seconds of invulnerability. So all I'm going to do is jump in on her, hold my cooldowns. The second that she presses the ult button, I'm going to use all my cooldowns to get away from her and then hide until her ult's over. I'm not going to sit there like a sitting duck with none of my cooldowns while she's mid-ult, healing her entire team, making them invulnerable, and then just getting destroyed. That's what so many people do. They allow these ults to destroy them. Like, I don't know why people aren't running for cover when Hela's inside, because she can't shoot you. She's like a helicopter in GTA. If you get under a bridge, they can't see you. But anyway, it's very important to track ult cooldown. And once you know Luna Snow's ulted, she is much more vulnerable. Now, okay, she's ulted, I can actually use my cooldowns as soon as I get to her, use my shield to leave like I usually do, instead of waiting on them to bait her ult out. Support ultimates are the best ults in the game, so you should keep track of those at all times, no matter what role you're playing. But even other roles, ults are very important. I would try my best. Oh, this Spider-Man has an ult in like 5 minutes. Yeah, he probably has it. Oh, we haven't heard the word again in like 3 minutes. Yeah, probably gonna happen soon. That's just the kind of common sense it takes to get better at this game. And once you start implementing that into your own gameplay and into your own mind space, you will start doing so much better and start playing so much safer. It is crazy. For tip number 5, and another really important tip that I just see so many DPS players doing, is stop focusing the tank so hard. There are so many DPS players that are like, oh, it's the tank, I'll just build my ult charge off the tank over and over, not do any damage, get any kills, and then when I get my ult, then I can get kills. No, that is completely useless. I want you to watch how long it takes for Iron Fist's empowered, yes, empowered punches to kill the Hulk solo. That was pretty much the entire meter. Now the Hulk is Bruce, he's got about 200 health. This is about the same amount of health a support would have. Let's see how long it takes for this to kill the support health. Yeah, like maybe like a second or two, he basically disappeared. If you're playing a DPS or a character that's meant to do any sort of damage at all, stop wasting it on the tank. The only characters that should be attacking tanks are like really long range characters, and that's the only target they can hit, or Wolverine, because that's his whole gimmick. He's a tank buster. But seriously, I'm telling you right now, to focus the tank every team fight is to lose the game. If you focus the supports, you will win. Your priority in a team fight should go as follows. It should be supports first, then DPS, then tanks. Tanks are the last to go because they're very survivable on their own, and they might be the last to go anyway based on how crazy their health pool is. So if you target the supports and get rid of both of them, it's like a war of attrition almost. They're going to lose eventually. And like we just discussed, a character like Iron Fist can kill a character like Adam Warlock so much quicker than a tank, it's ridiculous. But yet you see so many DPS players targeting the tank like no tomorrow just to build ult charge for no reason. I've got to do some research, but if it's anything like Overwatch, you actually build less ult charge off the tanks anyway. I'm not sure if that's true in this game. I know it was in Overwatch, but if that's true, it's pretty pointless to target the tank as much people have been doing. And then they'll go in the industry and they see, oh, there's so much DPS, guys, I'm doing so good. And they'll have like 4 kills and be like, why did we lose? I think I know. Combine this with the other tips of understanding how to escape. And once you're killing these supports and escaping and staying safe, not only will you have a much easier team fight to win because they literally cannot get heals, but you just got healed because you're in the back, you're playing safe, you waited for your cooldowns to come back, and now you can just obliterate this team fight with 0 issues. Just try to keep that in mind. Target the support, target the support, target the support. There's no other way to put it. For the 5th and final tip, it might be kind of a strange one, but it is a very, very important one. And that is, if you are super angry, if you're just getting beat and beat and beat, take a break. I know it's very easy to get sucked into these games and just play rage queue, play rage queue, play rage queue. I get it, I've done it before. But I can tell you right now, anytime you play a game like this, when you're pissed off, when you're mad, you're gonna lose. You're gonna be completely overcome with your own emotions. You're gonna be just focusing on, oh, I need to win, and you're not gonna be playing to your best. Anytime I've been angry during any kind of performance, I always perform worse, and I know it's the same for you too. So what I would do is I would actually take a break, go into a quick play game, go play that new Christmas game mode they just released, or maybe just take a break, get on your phone, TikTok for like 5 minutes, and just take a breather. Some games you simply can't win, and a lot of us need that reminder. Sometimes we'll have a teammate who's literally like 1 in 10 Black Panther. Guys, I don't know, I don't care who you are, you're not going to win that game. Unfortunately, this is a team-based game, and team-based games can be incredibly frustrating, but it's up to you to remember and realize, listen, even though these games can be frustrating, sometimes it's just destiny, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to see how many games I can win, regardless of what's going on. Even if they're feeding y'all game, what you can do is just focus on these tips that I've told you, and if you're getting a little bit too upset, take a break and just keep trying. It's a war of attrition, it takes a while, it's a battle, and it's a long road ahead. But if you want to get better at this game, if you want to get to the top ranks, top 500, this is the way to do it. Slow, steady wins the race. Don't be the hare. And for a bit of a bonus tip, this might be a quote-unquote bad tip that people would tell you not to do, but I'm going to tell you to do it because I'm a psychopath. If someone's telling you to switch, don't. Try to be confident in your abilities. If you know that you should switch, and you should be honest with yourself, say, hey, listen, I'm performing like shit, I gotta switch. But if you're really performing well and they're begging you to switch, they're hounding you, and you know it's not your fault, don't listen to them. If you're performing to the best you can perform, don't listen to them. Keep trying, keep doing your best, and just play the game out. If they want someone to switch, they can switch. Because the last thing that you want to do is switch to a character that you have no idea how to play and perform even worse. And then you're going to think that I had a horrible game all game because this one guy convinced you that you're doing bad. Don't do that. Don't switch unless you know for a fact that you're actually doing bad. You should focus on actually like statistics, focus on kills. If I'm a DPS, how many kills am I getting? If I'm a tank, how much am I blocking, and how many kills am I getting? And if I'm a support, how much am I healing? Stuff like that really matters. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching today's Marvel Rivals video. My name is Big Flounder. I make Marvel Rivals content. If you enjoyed, please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel out a whole lot, and I will be making more Marvel Rivals content in the future. So if you're a fan of that, go ahead and tune in. I'll also be streaming tonight some Marvel Rivals on my Twitch channel linked in the description below, so if you're a fan of this content at all, please, I would love to see you there. And with that all being said, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace out, and thanks for being here.